What's up guys, Alex here back with another video for today, and I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know, so I just got done watching another video on YouTube, on NBC's YouTube channel. If you look up NBC, the news channel, they did like an interview podcast kind of thing, where they were asking people, what do you think of the Hemi? What do you think of V8s in general? And they had Tim Kuniskis on there, the CEO of Ram. And he said, basically in a nutshell, he said that people want V8s. Because remember, they had the Hemi in 2024, and then they dropped the Hemi in 2025 for the twin-turbo inline 6. And for 2026, they're bringing the Hemi back. Now, they didn't drop the Hemi in all their models. They dropped the Hemi in the Ram, the Grand Cherokee, and Grand Wagoneer, and they still had it in the Durango. They still had it in the 2025 Durango, so they didn't drop... Oh, they also dropped it in their Challenger and Charger models, and then they just dropped the Challenger and Charger in general and just made it one car, basically. So that irritated a lot of people. Now, the point that I'm trying to make with this is that Tim literally just said on this podcast that they jumped into electrification too early. They tried to push something that people didn't really want. And then he said that most people in the country haven't driven electric cars, and electric cars are better because I really don't understand the reason why. He didn't really give a reason. He said that electric cars were still the future and all this other stuff. So if you want to go watch the video, it is on NBC's YouTube channel. So hold on. So yeah, so basically, I'm not really sure how long the Hemi is going to be around. I know it's going to be around for 2026, and I thought it was going to be kind of a long-term thing, where it was going to be around at least until 2036 or 2046, but hold on. But I don't know. So, it just sucks, because he was the guy that released the 2018 Challenger Demon and the 2025 Challenger Demon 170, and he also released the Hellcat and the Hellcat Red Eye and the Charger and Challenger, the Super Stock, basically the entire SRT division. He was in charge of that, so it kind of sucks to hear him say stuff like that now, because he was always known as the guy that loved V8s. And not that I have a problem with it. Well, I do have a problem with it, I'll be honest. I don't have a problem with all the other powertrains. Like, I don't have a problem with the inline 6. I do kind of have a problem with electrification because the infrastructure is not there, and there's a bunch of other issues that need to be worked out first. My main problem with electrification, and a lot of the older generation will agree with me on this. One, it's too quiet. It's not as exciting. You're not going to sit at a red light and feel the floorboard of your vehicle rumbling and vibrating. And two, it doesn't carry the same excitement. Well, honestly, I can't really say, honestly, because I've never ridden in an electric vehicle. But I've ridden in some pretty quiet vehicles, and I do not like quiet vehicles. I mean, you guys have heard exhaust notes of my truck, so clearly you know I don't like quiet vehicles. But I think the biggest issue is going to be, in the long term with electric, the biggest issue is really going to be reliability. How reliable is electric going to be? I'm pretty sure it's going to be reliable, but then you have to ask yourself, when somebody has to replace the battery or replace the motor in one of these vehicles, where are the batteries going to get disposed at? And how are you going to get rid of basically the waste? Because, yeah, they don't produce zero emissions, but they produce emissions when they make the batteries, when they make the motors, when they make basically anything for it. And when batteries start to decay, they put off worse emissions than a gas vehicle. So, my question, how are we going to get rid of the batteries? Because you can't just dump a battery. It has to be handled like nuclear waste, basically, because it's so acidic. But I just have a lot of questions on how this is going to pan out in the future. But yeah, if you want to go look at the video, it's on NBC's YouTube channel, and yeah. But let me know what you guys think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Where am I wrong? And I don't know. Just let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.